business model
like
design.
business. So preferences and all we have seen, right? Now we will see like how to assign this and where we'll put it. So we'll see the menu manager. Basically, this is the menu manager. Okay. So whatever you are seeing here, right? Order management, shipment management, contract management. This is the menu. So you can actually customize the menu as well. And if you want to create, you can create the new menu here. Okay. So and if you want to copy the existing menu, you can exist as well. So I will just create demo underscore test, and you can see
Demo.
here. You can if you yeah, it's okay. Fine. Just I'm just fine.
Hmm.
So demo underscore test you can see, and if you want to create anything here in the top, like you'll get the plus symbol. Okay.
Hmm.
So once you get this, so you means you have the link and group. Group is something like this thing. Order management is a group. Okay, under this you will get the
Hmm.
purchase order. Under this purchase order is a group. These are all the links. Order base line. This is the link. So if you want to
Hmm.
create any link, you can create the group, and under the group you can create any number of groups, and you can create. So for example, if I can say OR, like it is a order release. Okay, it's a small letter I typed. So you can type small letter also. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
This is a group, right? So this is a group. And also, if you want to create a link, you can create a link. Or if you want to create another group, you can create the another group as well. Okay, so OR1. Once you create another group, if you want to add the link to this group, you can add the link. Okay, so here you can give anything like order release. Okay, and if you select the external URL is something like you have the URL here, right? So this is the URL. So you can
Hmm.
give the URL from here. So generally we will not, since we have the screen set, we'll use this screen set here.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
So yeah, we'll just see whether we have for order release. Yeah, we have order release. So I'm just giving it as an order release. This is a public one. If you want to create the yesterday I showed you, right? If you want to
Hmm.
create a new anything, you can create it and you can put it here. And if you can click
Okay.
in here, if you assign this menu to any of the user, okay, it will show it as an like that user.
Hmm.
So it got created. And again, so this group is finished. You wanted to have the link with, not in this group, you want it in the main group. So you can go here and create the link.
Okay.
So you can have anything actually. You can put shipment.
Hello.
You can have, hello.
Oh.
So now we are finishing the menu. Yeah. Now you got what is in the menu manager, right?
Hmm. Your menu service is updated.
Yeah. Now, so you see the screenshot manager layout like screenshot, menu manager, and you see how to assign where we'll assign the action manager and menu manager layout where we'll use,
Hmm.
and preferences we saw. Now where we need to, like, how do we assign this to that particular user? Okay, so
Okay.
you have the menu created, you have the screen set created, you will create the screen set, and you will assign the manager layout or actions to the screen set, and you have the preference and everything. So where do you assign this to the particular user? So that you can assign it in the manage user access.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so here you can check whatever it is. Okay, so now we have the screen set, you can directly assign the screen set. So or else you can directly have this, you can assign the saved queries also. So you can
Mm-hmm.
have the status type filter also. So now you have the user preference and user menu, so you can go the user menu. So if you are giving it with the
Status type
user
filter means
ID,
what?
I'll show you what does it mean. So status type filter is nothing but like you'll have the different statuses. So based on
Mm-hmm.
that, you can actually filter the this thing, the
Requirement.
uh, data. Sorry for that. So I'm just looking for any user. So this user, so you have selected the user, right? So with
Mm-hmm.
this user, actually you need to have the what is the you can see the user, and if you are giving at the user level, you need to have like level and user role ID.
Mm-hmm.
So either you can assign at the user level, or else you can see you need the level or user role required. Okay. So
Okay.
see, either here you have the options are like either user ID. If you are giving the user ID, you need to have level ID and the user role. So if you are directly giving the user
Mm-hmm.
role, so something like that, we have admin, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you are directly assigning at the user role, you don't need to have the user ID and user level actually. So you can directly assign it to the role. Hierarchy is if you are giving the user ID, you need to have level and user role ID. Or if you have only the level ID,
Okay.
like you cannot assign at the level. You can assign either like 3 level or 2 level or at the one role, like user role. So you can now edit the user
To the
access,
level.
and you can also you will get the options of creating the you mean selecting the menu whatever you created.
Mm-hmm.
See here you will get. So include all the user menu plus the following. So means what will happen? It will have admin user ID plus the user ID whatever we have. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and if you can have,
Okay.
if you assign here whatever we created demo underscore test, what will happen? Only this menu will come here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so only this menu will come here, and whatever we created, so only that will show here. So now I am not doing because again we don't have access to revoke it, like because we have only this user, right? So that's why I'm not finishing it. Otherwise if you finish it, you can see this as an like the different menu.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't need to do, just have to put it here and save it and do the finish. Not, that's it. So only thing
Okay.
is what you have to know is like you need to know like on what level we are giving the access, whether it's like user ID or at the level ID or at the user role ID, like 3 role IDs,
Mm-hmm.
like whatever we are giving, so you
Mm-hmm.
can have it. So now we have all these things, action regions and all, you can put it. And the other thing is, so same wise it's same, it is like user preference also, it is the same whatever you
Okay.
created. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. Now the action check, so action checks also, action check is like, see suppose if you have something here, see here status type filters you are creating, right?
Mm-hmm.
You will not have anything, so you can select the object ID, shipment. See here, if you can select any of the status whatever is available. So suppose if you have like secure resources, select it. So this status will come to the user. Like he can actually select the, based on the status, he can actually select the data like shipment, whatever it is.
Oh,
So whatever you are
okay.
having. So you can create the status filter and you can assign it to the user.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and the next one is action checks. So action checks will be in the, so here only in the user management, in the now see before I just show, action checks can be created from here. Like okay,
Okay.
so action check, if you can put anything here, the same I'll put. So what is meant by action check is like if you have any action check in the saved query defined here, so that condition what will happen. So if you have, if suppose if you have an condition road, so if only if the order is less than 150 lb, so suppose if you can audit action id,
Audit action ID.
yeah. 1 minute, sure. I just
Oh,
got ping from office.
okay.
Sorry. Okay, sure. Sure. This,
Yeah.
see, audit action means this audit actions you can create it. Actually, you cannot. You don't have option here, but generally you can create it from the business process automation power data. Okay. So in
Mm,
the power data, okay, in the event management, you have something called audit actions.
okay.
So here actually you can create it. You can search for it anything. See, this basically what does it mean is like on what basically on what action you wanted to uh, do the action check. So you understood, like on what action. Suppose let me see if I can take you some shipment example. See here you have something like shipment view related transactions and shipment group or shipment event. Whatever is happening, you can actually create it and you can check it. I think you have something called by shipment. Let me see if we have so that you will understand easily. Hey, no man. So basically, what it happened, no, when you are like audit action is something like when you are doing this particular action. Suppose if you select any send shipment interface, so send shipment interface, something you are doing. So you have the actions, right? Basically, in the actions,
Okay.
whatever, whenever you are having this notify, suppose if you are doing the notify contact in the shipment stop agent. So if you select this here, and you have the condition written. So condition is basically you will have the saved queries defined in it. See, this is a saved condition. So the saved condition based on the object you can take actually. So shipment. So based on this query, if the query passes, so then only this will check for the action. So what will happen? Generally, I'll tell you what will happen. So if suppose if you have some order release, okay,
Okay.
and you have given the access and user actually, so user should go and edit that order only if the order has 1,000 kgs. If it is less than 1,000 kgs, it should go to some other department and you should not be able to edit that order.
Hmm.
Okay, so what will
Okay.
happen, so you will have this action check here on the order release, and the condition you will have the return. You have the condition saying that order should be greater than 1,000 kgs. Okay, that
Okay.
select star from order release where total weight is greater than 15,000 kgs. So you have to write that, and then cause will be. So this is plugin is something like Java plugin, so which we don't have anyways. So that is a different thing we will not use generally. So on the cause is
Okay.
like you can actually put the cause, like you cannot edit this order release. So as the weight is like greater than so less than 1,000 or greater than 1,000. So whatever the condition is, you can put the condition. Okay, and the solution if you want to keep, you can put the solution saying that. So you can do this so that it will get resolved.
Okay.
Okay, so that is what it is. So this is like post action check. So post action check is something like so if you wanted to do this action check post the query runs, so what will happen? So before, like after running the saved condition, so after running the saved condition, before it is being saved, if you want to run this post action check, so you can click that. Generally the post action check we will not use because we need to check when the actual query actual search has been, which actual edit has been done. So you understood?
Okay. Hmm.
So actual edit has been done. Basically, when you have the post action check, what will happen? So the saved condition, like the before the saved condition is checked after execution and before being stored. Okay.
Okay.
So then for that when we need to that have need to be happen, then we'll use the post action check.
Hmm.
option. So okay, you can save it and click, and you can actually do the assign as usual. How we assign, you can assign that here. So generally in the here only, if you want to assign at the role level or user level, you can use it. Basically, action checks can be uh, assigned at the user level, because each and every user will have the different type of access. So if you want, if any requirement has, it needs to be done at the whole role level, so you can directly go ahead and assign at the role level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is a one. Other than what else is mm, I was just looking what else we have missed in the user configuration, in the
Okay.
configuration administration. Even other thing is like, so sorry, this one flex field definition. So I mean, I have never used it, but I can tell you what is meant by these flex fields. So flex fields
Okay.
is basically additional columns which Oracle will be provide. So basically with some like date columns, some 20 flex fill columns. So or like something like that. So you'll have some restriction. Okay, and 10. I think it will be 10 date columns. I think 10 number columns and 20 normal columns. It seems it's kind of an attributes actually.
Yeah. Attributes.
So basically this will use this basically will have like these are the attributes basically. So attribute 1 to attribute 20 is the varchar 2. Varchar 2 is like, it is like you can have the both this thing, and you have the attribute number of 10 columns and attribute date of 10 columns and currency for 3 columns. I think currency for 3 columns. So like that you have some 3 4 fields actually. So 3 4 items which you will have. So basically to have this flex fields is something is additional values. So basically the attributes, so which is having, so which you can create it if you want to have anything. So on any of the table name you can actually define it. So you can define it with the suppose if you can define the shipment table, and you have the, see if you can have the shipment table, you can select the field name, like on which field name you wanted to do it. Okay, so you can
Okay.
select any of the table OTM1, and field type will be whether it is pick list or drop list, or if you want to have anything, what kind of field it is, like you can have it. So you can have the, you can actually say the what kind of field it is, whether pick list is, right.
Pick list. I don't know. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, sure. So basically pick list is kind of a primary column in the object table. So suppose if you have this shipment, and if the data basically primary key of the any object table, example like shipment or order release. So in that way what will happen, so this is a pick list, find list view n. Suppose if you can say shipment, how you can search
Mm-hmm.
basically. So if you go to the shipment id, if you want to see in the shipment id, suppose if you want to select the location. Okay, so in the location, so for
Okay.
searching for that location, instead of if you don't know what kind of location you have to search, you have this find list view n, right? So this you can see the find l view n, right? This is the pick list.
Mm.
So you got it.
Mm. Pick list.
Pick list is basically how you find the
Yeah.
data,
Okay.
how you pick the data to search the object. Okay,
Okay.
so this is what it is.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this screen set you can select any of the screen set. Okay, whatever is available,
Okay.
and you have the drop list also. Drop list is like this one. So drop list is like this drop list, kind of. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
even see, even I have never used it. Attributes generally will have, we generally now it is default in the tables. So if you want anything to be seen shown in the how to say, in the screen set, so basically you will have this flex field definition, and you can define that field in the manager layout somewhere.
Okay.
And you have the drop list here, and the fixed drop list. Fixed drop list is you can define the like what is the different all things you have to do. So that drop list it is. And if you have like flex quick list, then you have anything defined, you can write the query here, and the same for the drop list as well. Okay, you can write
Okay.
the query as well, and you can do it. So if you have pick list, you can have the table name and the screen set defined in the same way. So this is for the manager layout, and this is for the screen set. You can create it here, and this field, whatever you create this field, you can call it in the manager layout. If you define it at the manager layout, you can call it in the manager layout, which is an attribute one. With that field will be the attribute one. And if you are calling at the screen set level, you can have it. So screen set level, where you can use either it will be search or results or whatever it is. You can call it in the screen set.
Okay.
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 So that is flex field. I think we are pretty much done with the configuration administration. There are like few things left, reporting and all, report manager reporting and all. So we'll see it in the tomorrow's class.